Pictures and sound of what transpired today in most parts of Lagos. Another hectic day as motorists and commuters experience difficulty on the roads due to the gridlock that has characterized movement in the metropolis for some days now. Virtually all major expressways in the city are blocked, mainly due to long queues of vehicles at petrol stations where fuel is being dispensed, spilling to roadsides and blocking the highways. The situation is more pronounced on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, which has been compounded by the festive season, resulting in more vehicles making their way out of the city. Relief came the way of some internally displaced persons in Abuja as the Atimo Orderly Foundation donates blankets, food items and mattresses to the displaced persons from the northeast. Director of the foundation, Ms. Chioma Wigwe, said the gesture was part of her organization's efforts to alleviate the sufferings of the internally displaced and other vulnerable persons in their midst. She also said the foundation plans to introduce vocational programs and a soft loan scheme for the IDPs next year so as to enable them become financially independent.
74 families with a total population of over 800, including women and children, are displaced persons from the northeast settling in this informal camp in Abuja. Understandably, it was a huge sigh of relief as the Atimo Orderly Foundation brought in trucks of food items, blankets and mattresses as donations.
Actually, what we did was that we conducted 2 surveys on this camp before we came, and we found out that they have 936 internally displaced people currently living in this camp. So what we did is that we got enough to take care of them, and we also got enough to take care of some of the villagers, because we were made to understand that some of the villagers bully them into letting go of some of their stuff. So as you can see inside here, we have 1,000 bags of rice, we have about 1,000 mattresses, we have tin tomato, oil, blankets, because I mean it's Harmattan season.
I can't explain my gratitude because since we are here, we came here since January 2014 up to today. We didn't see this kind of support where those people bring it for us here. Even the NEMA, he didn't bring the quarter of this load where I see here. So I can't explain my gratitude because I'm full with the joy.
Apart from giving those items, the foundation also promises to introduce vocational programs for the IDPs next year to enable them become financially independent.
So what we've actually begun here is a project that is going to last for about a year. We are starting with addressing the hunger issue, and by next year we're starting a skills acquisition program that will help empower them and help get them reintegrated back into society, because we do not think just distributing food, giving them whatever it is they need here is going to help them function back in society when they go back. What our aim and our vision is to help these people get back to life the way it was before they were traumatized and made to leave their homes.
According to the leaders of this camp, there are over 800 residents, majority of whom are from Borno State. Since their arrival January last year, they have mainly been depending on supplies from churches, philanthropists, and charitable organizations like this one.
Time for us to take you into our business news studios, where Anne is standing by to give us a look at business stories.
Hello and welcome to Business News. Fitch Ratings has upgraded United Bank for Africa PLC's viability rating to B, and that's from B-. The rating agency has also affirmed the bank's long-term issuer default rating of B+, support rating of 4, and support rating floor of B+. According to a statement released by Fitch, the upgrade reflects the bank's sustained reduction in leverage as well as a solid company profile, including a broader international operational footprint. Fitch also notes that the stable outlook reflects that the pressures resulting from Nigeria's challenging and volatile operating environment have been factored into UBA's ratings. In the meantime, the rating agency is forecasting that the current drop in oil price and currency pressure, which have weakened the operating environment, are very likely to continue to affect GDP growth in 2016. The new president of the Chartered Institute of Management, Professor Manzali Jibril, has recommended the development of the services industries as an alternative to revenue generation for Nigeria. The management expert, who was reacting to the decline in Nigeria's economic performance, says the world is already diverting from the natural resources. He wants the government to brace up in areas of human development.
Go into solid minerals, we can go into developing our human capital so that the service industry becomes the #1 foreign exchange earner for the country. There are countries in the world that just depend on service because of the human capital that they have. Because actually the exploitation of natural resources is also becoming old-fashioned as a way of generating revenue for government. There are more lucrative sources. If you see what India makes out of ICT, you will see that actually it is only a matter of a few years before they overtake us in terms of what we produce or what we earn from oil. So there are numerous opportunities.
The NSE All-Share Index market capitalization depreciated by 2.69% to close the week at 26,537.36 and a 9.124 trillion naira respectively, while a turnover of 1.457 billion shares worth 13.803 billion naira in 13,648 deals were traded this week by investors. And this is in contrast with a total of 1.174 billion shares valued at 13.846 billion naira that exchanged hands last week in about 13,870 deals. 27 equities appreciated in price during the week, higher than 25 equities of the preceding week. Among the price gainers were Honeywell Flour Mill, Julius Berger Nigeria, and Continental Reinsurance. Meanwhile, 41 equities appreciated in price, higher than 37 equities in the previous week. In this category, UAC Nigeria, Skybank, and even AG Leventus led other price losers. And to the crude oil market now, price of crude oil settled lower on Friday after the release of U.S. oil recount data amid growing oversupply concerns. Brent crude traded 26 cents lower at $36.80 a barrel, while U.S. crude settled at $34.73 a barrel. Brent dropped to 11-month low earlier this week, and analysts say that traders are preparing for even lower crude prices next year. Now let's wrap on business news for tonight. Thank you for watching. Sulaiman will be back with the rest of the news at 10. I am Anne Mwawadu.
There's a new recreation spot in town for fun seekers, especially children looking to have a good time this Christmas. Solution Media has opened High Impact Planet amusement park to the public. The opening took place on the premises of the recreation center of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway.
It's a great day for fun for children at the High Impact Planet, an amusement park just opening off the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Even before the arena is formally opened, there's dancing, entertainment, competitions, all fun activities for children. Some music by Nice. The Ogun State Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, Bimbo Ashim, is impressed.
What I'm seeing here today, this is the first I've seen in Africa. Even in South Africa, it's not even there. But I mean, I've been to Sunny City in South Africa. I've been to Euro Disney World. I've been to the one in Miami. And this is what I'm saying here can equate.
The managing director of Solution Media, which is the parent company of High Impact Planet Amusement Park, says it's a purely private venture and he hopes to maintain standard for the long haul.
We recruited graduates, fresh graduates, especially the engineers, and then we took them on training, some outside this country for training, because we know very well that you need to have a good maintenance culture, and that is in place. All the rides and games you are seeing here can be maintained by Nigerian trained engineers.
Finally, the children are let loose to take the various rides. 1 week to Christmas and the fun has begun. Trains and bumpy rides for the very young. More daring ones for the older children. There's something for everyone. For those who would like to spend a few days, there are accommodations for rent on the premises. Mary Alale Yusuf, Channels Television News.
On Six Flags. 6 still ahead on the news at 10. Dutch coach Guus Hiddink returns to Chelsea for a second spell as manager. There's some sports news to stay with us.